Good.
Good morning, students. Today we'll be having our class meeting for second quarter. For our 8th graders, you'll remember that we have class meetings every quarter at the beginning of each quarter. And so as we reflect, what we plan to do in today's video is we will reflect on first quarter and some things that went well, also do our recognitions for our outstanding students during first quarter, and talk a little bit about directions for this coming quarter in second quarter. As you know, we are now in our second week of second quarter. And so I'm a big believer that beginnings are a great opportunity to assess and look for ways that we can improve and grow. So whether it's the beginning of a new week, the beginning of a new term in this case, it's a great opportunity to reflect on how we did in our first quarter and how we can grow in second quarter. Hopefully you've noticed by now in both our mission statement and our vision statements that growth is a key and fundamental philosophy here at our school. We have a growth mindset that we focus on what we are learning and how we are growing. That means that when we make mistakes, they are not huge errors that we get upset about, but we look for ways that is an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to improve. And we want to always be looking for ways that we can grow, whether we are starting behind or ahead or right on track. We want to look for how we can be better every day and every quarter. So please keep that in mind, that idea of the growth mindset. If you're struggling with an essay in your English class, or a problem in your math class, or how to in playing your instrument, the idea of I can't do this is not the way we view things. Instead, it's I can't do it yet, or I haven't gotten it yet. It might be a better way to say that. Please remember this growth mindset. It's important to remember that you can do anything you really work hard towards. It's about our effort that we put in that determines where we go and how we succeed. So today, students, as you listen to Miss Gillespie and Miss Bodell, as well as your teachers, please listen carefully as we identify ways we can continue to grow, as well as celebrate progresses. And let me also mention that I really appreciate the good job you're doing in following our COVID-19 high fives. It's so important to keep us all safe here at school, and remembering to follow those both in the hallways, lunchtime, as well as in the classroom. So we appreciate you doing that, and the strong behavior, the really great behavior we're seeing here in our hallways. Thank you for being courteous and kind to one another, and please continue to be very mindful of that. Our world is in a very unique time right now, and you have the ability to influence yourselves as well as those around you by how you treat each other. And I've seen you do a great job with that first quarter, being kind to one another, being courteous, and please keep that up as we maintain and foster a great environment here at school for us all to be our best. Thank you.
Hi Panthers, Mrs. Gillespie here. Just wanted to kind of review part of our PBIS system with you, which is, you know it as our Kearns Cares. So the poster that I'm standing next to is one specific for our auditorium that we don't use very much anymore, but it does give you an idea of what the acronym of CARES stands for at our school. So in terms of expectations. So our C stands for compassion. So we want to have compassion for our fellow Panthers. Our A is accountability. We want you to have accountability for your grades and your behavior each day. And respect is the R. So have respect for yourself, for others, your teachers, as you go throughout your day as well. Effort, we want you to be your best self. We want you to give it your all every day you're here at school or at home as well. Distance learning, there's a different level of accountability, different type of accountability there as well. Make sure you're logging in every day. Make sure you're checking in with your teachers if you have questions and things like that. All right, and then the S, success. We want to make sure as you are being your best self that you are ready to be successful, and you can be successful, okay? The other thing I wanted to remind you about is tardiness, for those of you that are learning in person. Your citizenship grade, you may have noticed that if some of you had a lower citizenship grade on your report card after this first term, just remember that citizenship is not just attendance, but it is also tardies. So if you are getting to the point where you have excessive tardies, your citizenship grade will be affected as well. Teachers are being really flexible with students, so we really, really encourage you to do your best to get to class on time. Most kids are getting there about 3 minutes, so we actually give you 5. So just know that those couple of extra minutes mean you should already be at your teacher's classroom, ready to get work in, and ready to be prepared for the day. Okay, so remember, Kearns cares when we're talking about behavior, and remember to get to class on time and try to have no tardies this term. All right, thanks Panthers, have a good day.
Hey Kearns Junior students, it's Mrs. Bodell. We just wanted to remind you about our Kearns Junior high fives. The first one is probably the one that we need to be reminded of the most, and that is wearing your mask. We have done an exceptional job this year of wearing our masks, even though it's really hard and they're very uncomfortable at times, but we thank you, those of you that are wearing them appropriately. Remember, they do need to cover your nose. Some people are wearing them down here. Make sure that they cover your nose and keep them on when you're in the building. The only time they really should come off in the building is when you're eating lunch. The other high fives to remember is social distancing, washing your hands as frequently as possible. This is a big one right now as it's getting colder and the flu season is coming. Stay home if you're sick. If you don't feel good, stay at home. And follow the hallway flow. Again, you guys are doing an amazing job at following the arrows. So keep it up, guys. Let's follow those high fives. Thanks.
Hi Panthers, this is Ms. Schoen. In our quarterly class meetings, in addition to reviewing expectations like our Kearns Cares values, growth mindset, and the high five, we also like to give some individual recognitions to students who have met these expectations of ours throughout the entire quarter, or who have shown some significant growth in showing some improvement throughout the quarter. So, we've created some quarterly awards in 3 different categories to be able to recognize a number of different students. These are going to be our Temperature Rising Award for growth, our Team 212 award for consistently high efforts, and our Golden Panther for the kids that have impressed us all quarter long. So, without further ado, the quarter awards.
What if you could get hold of that one thing? Now, that one thing that makes all the difference in the world. Think about this. At 211 degrees, water's hot. At 212 degrees, it boils. And with boiling water comes steam. And with steam, you can power a train. Just 1 extra degree makes all the difference. 1 extra degree. It's effort, care, and attention that are behind everything. But real progress, those big successes, those meaningful results, require a little more. That's 212. To enjoy more, we need to give more. We need to care more. That's where special is. In the details, around those edges, in that final push. You see it everywhere. How a little more makes all the difference. Those 212 examples. Your tournaments came down to just over 2 strokes over 4 days of play. The winner took home 77% more in prize money than second place. At the Olympics, it's often a fraction of a second between a gold medal and nothing at all. In life, it's the same thing, isn't it? A note in a song played at just the right moment. An ingredient or two that makes the meal. A look or an attitude that sets the tone. A little more effort, a little more attention, a little more care can mean everything to our results, with our relationships, and with the opportunities we're given. And so many times, that effort and attention come well before the critical moment, through preparation, experience, and maybe most importantly, through resilience and that ability to bounce back. So where could you turn things up that 1 extra degree? Where should you? At home, at work, with those people who are most important to you. It's your life. You are responsible for your results. It's time to turn up the heat, because with awareness comes responsibility. Responsibility to act. And you are now aware. Why not reach for wonderful and be 212?